I'm Jonathan Litwack. I'm the Director of Digital Strategy for Environics Communications. I started as an information architect almost 15 years ago, dabbling in a lot of development and design, but mostly doing a lot of IA work and business requirement gathering and really figuring out how companies actually need to achieve business results through digital. I've always been in digital media. I always have a hard time answering that question because I've never worked on any other medium. It is the most accessible medium there is. To most of the world, there is freely available access to it, so anything you would want to create is seemingly accessible. The real trick becomes, how do you want to deliver it? So, I don't know, I like the medium because it's easy to touch and very easy to measure. People who think that digital media is all about impressions and try to use old school metrics to figure out how they're successful in digital. Content marketing right now is probably the #1 trend. It's not anything new, but the realization that advertising online is not as effective as everybody was hoping it was going to be. All the other techniques that have come out, like augmented reality and QR codes, have clearly not made too much of a dent in the industry. And everybody is, I think, finally realizing that at the end of the day, it all comes down to good content. Is your brand producing things that are trustworthy, that actually help them in their day-to-day? If you can achieve that, great. It's not necessarily a trend, but I think people are finally recognizing that that's the way to go about talking to people about why they should use you. Exactly what I just talked about. That is what inspires me. So when we work with our clients, one of the first things we ask them is what their real key performance indicators are. Hopefully with a lot of clients, their key performance indicators are sales. And when they're sales and when we're working with their digital platforms, it's pretty easy to reverse engineer how to get somebody from touching the brand in the first place to doing something that might lead to a sale. For some clients, that might mean going to the website and signing up for an event, or getting a brochure, or just getting in contact with somebody. A good chunk of my career has been working with automotive, where revenue really means getting somebody into a dealership, or getting a dealership to be able to contact a lead. So figuring out how to build systems that really help drive the most conversion is the best way I can answer how I help drive revenue. Lots and lots of research. We spend a lot of our time figuring out what an industry of a given client is up to, what people in that industry are looking for, what they're interested in learning about or talking about. A lot of my job is figuring that out and identifying the space.